From battering an arch-rival 4-0 to being sanctioned for fielding ineligible players. That's exactly what happened to the Malaysia national football team over the past year. And in this video, I'll be going over the Malaysia naturalization scandal. To truly understand how it all unfolded, we need to go back to the ASEAN Cup 2024, in which Vietnam lifted its third title thanks to the help of one particular player, Nguyen Xuan Son. Unlike his teammates, Son doesn't have any Vietnamese roots, but was eligible to represent the Golden Dragons through FIFA's 5-year residency law. In just 5 matches, Son scored 7 goals and assisted 2, and despite suffering a massive injury in the final, he won the Best Player and Top Goal Scorer awards, becoming the first ever Vietnamese footballer to win both simultaneously. Witnessing Vietnam's success, Malaysia also began bolstering its team by rapidly naturalizing players with foreign backgrounds. The Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers put Harimau Malaya up against regional rivals Vietnam and Laos, as well as Nepal. Malaysia's revolution began on March 19, 2025, when Pham submitted a request to FIFA for Hector Hebel, claiming his grandfather was born in the Straits of Malacca. The day after, Pham submitted another similar request, this time for Gabriel Palmeiro. One day before Malaysia's clash with Nepal, FIFA sent back a letter stating that Hebel appears eligible, and he scored in a 2-0 victory. Within 4 days of Malaysia's heavyweight battle with Vietnam, requests for Falcano Garces, Rodrigo Holgado, Emmanuel Machuca, João Figueiredo, and John Irazabal were successively submitted. Like the first two, they included the supposed birthplace of the player's grandparents somewhere in Malaysia, and FIFA's response was exactly the same: appears eligible. On June 10th, Malaysia took on Vietnam at the Bukit Jalil Stadium and battered the visitors 4-0, ending an 11-year winless streak against the Golden Dragons. Across the whole country, fans erupted in celebration as Malaysia could finally overcome ASEAN's reigning champion and potentially make it big in the Asian Cup. Conversely, Vietnam's title was under question after such a colossal defeat. However, this was only the tip of the iceberg, because one day after the match, FIFA received a complaint regarding the 7 players' eligibility, seeing as they were naturalized so quickly. In the meantime, Malaysia's U23s team spent the summer partaking in the U23 AFF Cup and U23 Asian Cup qualifiers, both of which ended in disappointment. Specifically, the Young Tigers were grouped in the regional competition and later failed to qualify for the continental stage. While this wasn't directly related to the naturalization drama, the polarity in the two teams' success raised concerns about the sustainability of what Pham was doing. Yes, the national team was flying with the wings of new additions, but in exchange, the young generation's future was being sacrificed. Malaysian fans feared that this strategy would only grant short-term success in the form of a couple of flashy results, whereas the long-term stability from youth development was non-existent. And the truth was revealed on September 26th, when FIFA announced that Malaysia's 7 players used forged documents to claim eligibility. Consequently, Pham was fined 350,000 Swiss francs and the players 2,000 each, alongside a 12-month ban from all football activities. These decisions shocked fans across the region, and the betrayed Malaysian supporters entered a fit of collective rage. Hashtags like Pham must answer and Let Malaysians Play exploded online, demanding justice for homegrown talents who were being neglected by the FA. Between then and November, FIFA rejected Pham's appeal and responded with 63 pages of evidence for Malaysia's wrongdoing, including a list of the grandparents' submitted and actual birthplaces. Pham decided to take the case to CAS, but before all else, on December 17th, FIFA overturned Malaysia's 3 friendly matches against Cape Verde, Singapore, and Palestine involving the ineligible players, kickstarting the rapid drop in Harimau Malaya's position in the FIFA ranking. The CAS case actually had a positive turn initially, as on January 26, 2026, the 7-player suspensions were temporarily lifted, letting them return to their clubs. However, unlike what many thought, this did not mean innocence, and on February 26, the decisive CAS hearing took place in Lausanne, Switzerland, which was followed by a verdict on March 5th, officially ruling Pham guilty. All previous sanctions by FIFA were upheld, with the exception of allowing the players to attend training sessions. Exactly 3 months after FIFA overturned Malaysia's results, AFC followed suit by turning the Tigers' victories over Nepal and Vietnam in the Asian Cup qualifiers into 3-0 defeats, granting Group F's ticket to the tournament to the Golden Dragons' hands. Despite already earning a spot to the Asian Cup, Vietnam was still dead serious with the Malaysia rematch in Ninh Bình, winning 3-1 with the help of Xuân Son and Hoàng Hin, two naturalized players of their own. This victory also put an end to Malaysia's ineligible players saga. In the aftermath, I guess we all must know that naturalization is never a bad thing in itself, but comes at the cost of lost identity in the process. There's a point where you'll no longer be happy with your national team's result if it only consists of foreign-born ballers who don't have a strong tie to the country or fight with their heart. Nevertheless, Malaysia remains a formidable opposition for Vietnam, and I still look forward to seeing them strong in future competitions, especially the upcoming ASEAN Cup. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you again next time.